Most all local businesses need some type of software, whether they know it or not. And in today's video, I'm gonna walk you guys through exactly what softwares you can sell to these local businesses, how to find them, and then how to deliver these services to them and get paid monthly recurring revenue. Now, you can zoom in on any single city you want. I'm just gonna start with Tampa because that's where I'm going to sell. So this is where you type in your niche. For example, I'm gonna be using veterinary clinics. They need Google review requests, websites redone. They can also benefit from SMS follow-up and appointment booking, so that makes them a prime candidate for our services. So as you can see already on the left side here, there are some companies that don't even have website icons. So if you click right here, you're gonna see that this website icon isn't here. That means they don't even have a website that you can go to. If you keep scrolling down, here's another one right here. Here's another one without a website and another one without a website. So these companies you can go ahead and call right away. Now, as you're seeing, the majority of them do have websites. So we're gonna go into a few websites here and I'm gonna show you exactly what they're doing wrong. The first thing you wanna do when you go to a website that you're prospecting is check if it's mobile optimized. You can do that by just pressing F12. And as you can see, it is mobile responsive. We can scroll down here and we can see that everything is made for mobile. Now, it does have a call us number here, but it doesn't even have a button you can click. This is a huge wall of text. I would definitely not have this wall of text on the mobile version. You want to do something like bullet points. That'll convert a lot better. And you need a clear call to action, which I don't see here. They do have a video embedded. That's okay. As you scroll down, it talks about their vet. There's read more. Let's see where that goes. Just more walls of text. Let's see if their number here you can click and actually call. So what we're checking here is when somebody's on their mobile phone, you can go ahead and click this number normally because we turn it into a button in the website builder, but this isn't even working. So somebody on mobile is gonna wanna click this and just have the number pop up in their phone, but that's not what this is doing. So that's something that I would fix as soon as possible because nobody's gonna have two phones to sit there and write down this number or type this number in another phone. It just looks a little outdated. The video is very, very low resolution in their banner at the top here. You could make this website in about 3 minutes. I mean, this is the templates that we build websites off of are even better looking than this. So this is probably like a D tier website. So let's go over to the next one that I found. It's Thrive Pet Healthcare. And it looks like they have a lot of buttons here, which is good. It looks like they have their next availability at the top. We're gonna check if it's mobile responsive. It is mobile responsive, that's good. They have their times. Now here's what I was talking about when the button is clickable. See how we can click this button and it's gonna actually call that phone number. Now this is what I don't like. I don't like how this is off to the left in a column. Normally in a website, you're gonna have like multiple columns. And when you have this one column filled up, but you don't have anything in the right side, there's just a lot of wasted space. And you can see on the right side, it says feedback. Like, why do you care about the feedback of your website? Like, it's just like a terrible thing to have here. Instead of having feedback on the right side, I would have our contact info and maybe like a form fill to go ahead and input your email, your phone number, and then put them into a drip email campaign sequence. And then that way you can get some leads that are landing on your website. Nobody really cares if you get a smiley face or a happy face if you like their website or not, right? The metric you should be using if your website is good or not is your leads and how many you're getting compared to how many people land on your website. So those are metrics you need to look at instead of feedback, smiley face, frowny face. I'm not gonna get into that right now, it's kind of triggering. So as we scroll down, we do see that they have a lot of different services, spay and neuter, heartworm prevention, stuff like that. So I think they need to kind of slim these up and then go ahead and put the ones that are top performing or the highest ROI for them at the top. Now, I don't really think that heartworm prevention is their number one selling product here. I could be wrong, but it's probably, flea and tick prevention, diagnostic, stuff like that. So they need to kind of reorganize this. They do have a little drop down here that you can go ahead and learn more about. Let's see, it brings us to another page where you can just kind of get some information. That's good. And they do have a call to action right here, which is find a location. Let's see where that button goes. Okay, this is gonna bring you over to a zip code. So it looks like this could be an aggregate. It doesn't seem to be just in that area. Maybe they have multiple locations. That's fine. All right, let's go over to the next one. Care for your friends. This is their header here. Let's go ahead and press F12. It is not mobile optimized, as we can see. Now it does change the dimensions here depending if you're on an iPad or what have you. As you can see though, it's not mobile optimized, so So that's the first thing they need to fix, because most of the people that are going to be searching for services like this are going to be on their phone. So you're going to really want to make sure to have the mobile website looking way better than the PC optimized website. So they just don't have any good call to actions. Reading more is not a good call to action. A good call to action would be get a quote, set up an appointment, stuff like that actually drives people to get sales. Reading more isn't going to get you a sale. You're just having people click through your website and just learn information. A lot of wasted space here, as you can see. A neighborhood favorite, that's fine. Follow us. Really, is a follow going to get you more clients? Like, you need to understand that this should be operating as a funnel. You should have people come in, learn a little bit about it, make sure that your service is there that they need, and then sell them on that service and get them to click a very simple action like get a quote, contact us. It should be very, very simple, not pet health articles, right? So as you can see, they have a ton of different tabs here: dentistry, lab services, pet wellness, ultrasounds. The thing is, people that are searching for vets really know that they need a certain type of service. Now, you can have a small list of bullet points of like your top performing services, but having all of these different services is gonna confuse people that are on this page trying to buy from you. Like I said, just very horrible use of space here. As we can see, this column has nothing on the right side, but on the left side, you have this very grainy photo. It doesn't even look like you can click these. Okay, yes, you can click hospital tour. I don't really know why you need to tour the hospital virtually, but that's fine. Let's scroll back up to the top. Let's go to the next one that I found. All right, now this one does things a little better. The last few were probably, D, C tier. Let's go ahead and check out one that I found that does it a little bit better. So Coastal Animal Clinic, welcome our practices. It has a lot of tabs at the top. That's okay. Let's scroll down and see how they do. Their banner here is very large. It takes up a majority of the screen here. Let me just make sure I'm on 100%. Yeah, so this takes up pretty much the whole entire page here. So, and there's no call to action or anything. They do have the call button and text us. That's great. And as you can see in the bottom left of my screen, it actually pops up with a telephone number and a SMS number, meaning when I click this, it's going to actually go ahead and text or call that number. Especially when we're on mobile, it's going to do that instantly. So let's scroll down and see how they do this. They have a nice 3 columns here where they have meet the team, your first visit, and services. Those are mainly the 3 things that you're going to want to know about when you're going to a vet clinic. Is you want to make sure that you have some nice people, that your first visit is successful, and how to do it, what do I need to bring, etc. And then the services that they list. That's great. They have this done very, very well. So here's their header here. It is Get Friendly Veterinary Services in Tampa. And then they go and talk a little bit about their company. That's perfect. Request appointment. Now, this is why I picked this website to show you guys. So you hit request appointment and it's going to bring you to another page. Now, this is a booking page. And it's not as pretty as I would like it to be, but it does have everything that you need. I see a lot of websites where you're clicking these form fills and they have maybe 10, right? They want to know everything under the sun about you. Now, the only 3 things you actually need to know are your name, email, and phone. And then if you're a current patient or not. Like, that's perfect. Quick little button to click there. Patient availability, perfect. Preferred time for an appointment, perfect. And then reason for visit. This is a very simple one. They do, maybe this patient availability could be redone. What I have built on all my websites is we have a booking calendar, so they can actually go ahead and book the calendar appointment. And then what you do is you have someone in your office go ahead and call them to make sure that the appointment is set. So after somebody comes in, books the appointment, then you have somebody follow up with them, just making sure that they are going to show up and follow up with any other information that you need from them. Now, this is one way to do it. This request is going to show up in like an email to them as a lead, and then they'll probably have someone contact back out. I like the functionality of having it where you can actually click your appointment date and time and then go ahead and have that actually locked in already. That way there's no back and forth. Right now here, it does show, what day you want to go to it. But in reality, you want to actually make sure that that specific time block and taken off the schedule. So like I said, when you have everything connected to a Google Calendar, then you can have transparency across your whole entire business, which makes the automations work a lot better. Testimonials at the bottom here, that's a great thing to have. Instead of actually just listing testimonials, I would actually have like a 3-column setup here, and I would have them put one testimonial here dispelling anything about prices. I would have another testimonial in the middle that goes over the service that they got and how wonderful they were. And then I have a testimonial on the other side hitting any other relevant information. What you want to do with testimonials is make sure that each one is helping push the client to the finish line. So like I mentioned, you want one to talk about price, one to talk about how good the service was, and one to talk about how easy it was, right? So any type of buyer's resistance that they're facing as they're going through this, they want to see that other people have had a similar good experience so that then they can click more easily without any resistance at all. That's more selling psychology that we use inside of funnels and landing pages, is making sure that these testimonials dispel any type of buyer's resistance. Looks like they have a nice little map down here at the bottom. That's great. Everything else looks really good on this website. Like I mentioned, they could do a few things better, but overall, this is what I would aim for getting done. Okay, now they do have two different locations here. This one looks a little different. It's set up, look, as book an appointment. Let's see if that's any different on this one, if it will open up. Okay, so looks like we have a broken link here. If you're gonna do prospecting, having a notepad down and just writing down everything that you find wrong with their website before you give them a call is a perfect way to go ahead and show them that you've done your research and you found things wrong with their website, and then you can offer solutions to that. So you can go through and say, hey, your website looks very outdated. I found broken links from here to here and from here to here. I don't see that you have any call to actions on page A, B, and C. So you can go through and tell them these things that I'm pointing out for you guys, and you can use these as talking points to make the sale. And this will go a lot easier if it shows you've done your homework. So I found another website here that goes ahead and doesn't even open. So like I mentioned, this is a great niche to go after. So a few services that you can go ahead and sell these clinics is Google review request. So every time somebody comes through their clinic and it goes ahead and uses their service, you go ahead and follow up with them in an automated email campaign where it shoots them an email that asks for a review if they had a good experience. You can go ahead and gate that a little bit, and if they get 1 to 3 star review, you can not send them the Google link. And if it's a 4 to 5 star review, you can go ahead and send them the review request. Now, you have to make sure that you're not violating Google terms of service by review gating. There's a fine line there. Obviously, do your own research and make sure that you're not only posting 5-star reviews. That is technically considered review gating. It's a violation of their terms and services. Another good service you can sell vet clinics is booking services. So like I mentioned before, the first 3 websites that we went over did not have any type of appointment booking scheduler. So that is a huge part in automations and frees up a lot of time for their employees. They don't have to sit there and follow up as much as you'd think and answer phones all the time. So if you can come onto a website and automatically just go right in and book a time, then you're gonna have a higher success rate of people coming into your clinic. Now you can set this all up in Go High Level. I have another video over here that you can go ahead and learn exactly how to make these websites, or you can set up a calendar like I just talked about. And if you want, you can go ahead and click my video up here and I show you exactly how to do that. I hope you got some value from today's video. I'll catch you in the next one.